pride. The letter in the center of that word is I. Thomas More describes the proud man as the one who imagines that the whole of creation has nothing else to do but to sing an eternal sanctus around his head. Does that sound familiar? Criticism is often more truthful than praise, but it's only praise that we want, and then, if we're careful enough, we'll deflect the praise. But once someone starts to criticize us, we very much react. A saint once said, "Je me méfie de l'humilité qui se montre." I mistrust humility that shows itself. Protestations of abjection. The Lord is the supreme storyteller. Every detail of this picture of the Pharisee and the publican is perfectly accurate psychologically. Not a word is there without a reason. The Pharisee looks up and he prays within himself or to himself. But is it not true that actually much of our prayer, if we're honest, is a getting through of a quantity in automatic pilot? And yet we have done our duty. But in the meantime, what was in our head, unpleasant thoughts towards such and such, it's a form of what the Pharisee was doing when he referred to this one down there, the publican, who wouldn't even dare to raise his eyes. The body, the aspect of the body, comes into prayer. Those who come in hardly acknowledge the presence at the tabernacle, sit down in church and engage with others, are reproducing something of the Pharisee who is confident of himself, not that of the publican who is aware of God and of his littleness and behaves accordingly, even physically. The gesture of the publican we still have actually in the liturgy when we strike our breast. But are we thinking about what we do in these gestures? In the simplification of the rite after the Second Vatican Council, repetition and multiplication was reduced so that we could feel the gestures of the words and not rush through them. Have we perceived that? There is a passage in a great classical work, the Somnum Scipionis, the dream of Scipio, which goes in this vein. As regards what others will say of you, let them think of it. For they will say it anyway. Those who overreact to what might be said about them, even virtually nowadays, on screens, are indicating that what others say matters to them. Therefore their gaze is towards the horizontal. If Jesus is enough, we're quite content to have the treatment that was given to Jesus. Jesus autem tacebat. Jesus, however, was silent, because everyone else also has a judge, not other men, Jesus. It is his judgment and his opinion that count. That is enough. Much peace can be maintained by not even caring about what others think, only what Jesus thinks, for he sees all. Purity of intention, therefore, gives a lot of liberty and freedom. We can be in bondage to others' opinion. Therefore, where's the humility there? We demand that we be recognized. This prayer of the publican has come down to us, especially in the East. It's actually still partly there in our liturgy in the West. And in recent Italian renewal, there has been a request, officially, it's in the Missal as it is now, that the Kyrie be maintained in Greek preferably. Interestingly, years after the Council, and the reason is they want to link up with the early Church. Centuries, therefore, of authentic Christian attitude, mercy. Kyrie eleison, Kyrie eleison, Kyrie eleison, repeated all the time in the East. And it's an attitude of soul. But they have the full prayer, which in the monastic life they repeat and repeat. Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. So we have the two poles, God and the sinner. And the bridge is mercy. If that attitude is maintained in our day, it'll extend also to our attitude with regard to other people coming at us. We will not want to rain upon them or be adored by them. We all need mercy. It helps us therefore to be merciful ourselves. Lord, give me your heart. Let me live in my truth. Lord, you be enough for me. Let your opinion alone matter. Be merciful, Lord. I am nothing, but you are everything, and everything to me. Agigos otinos, agigos ischiros, agigos atanatos, enaison imma.